When you're shopping for a mortgage, you have an inclination to say, "Hey, what is your interest rate?" And if I told you 6.5, would you believe me? Because mortgages are just like a fast food menu item. The price you pay is not going to be the same as the price you see on that menu board. And that's where the APR comes in. So, what is APR? APR is annual percentage rate. And let's translate that into human language. Your interest rate is your sticker price. The APR is your sticker price plus the fees. So, to use a simple example, you're going to go to a concert, you go online, you see the concert ticket is $75. And then after the convenience fee and the service fee, and because we can fee, next thing you know, you're paying $100 for that concert ticket. So APR is actually the real cost of borrowing the money. And why should you care? Because it's a great way to do an apples to apples comparison when you're shopping for a mortgage. For example, if you go to lender A and it says, "Hey, I got a 6.5," and then lender B says, "I have 6.7," just your natural instinct is to go to that 6.5, but you haven't asked the probing question about the APR. You haven't been shown it. What if lender A has closing costs or lender fees of $8,000 and lender B has lender fees of $2,000? Now all of a sudden, lender B is cheaper, correct? So you want the APR is essentially the referee blowing the whistle, say, "Hey, let's compare this fairly, people, apples to apples." And you really want your APR to be as close to your quoted rate as possible. That way, you know there's no fluff in it. On a conventional loan, it may be 0.75 to point 0.7, zero point 0.5 to 0.75 difference higher than your quoted rate. On a government loan, it might be 1% or higher because with the government fees, they have a upfront mortgage insurance that's factored in, which gets me to what is the factors that go into an APR. One is like look at the processing fee, the origination fee, discount points if you're paying down the interest rate, obviously, the underwriting fee, the mortgage broker fee, and as I mentioned, the mortgage insurance. So if you were paying attention, that spells podium with two M's. Again, processing, origination, discount points, interest rate, underwriting, mortgage broker fee, mortgage insurance. What's not included in the APR? Your escrows, which is property taxes and homeowners insurance, your home inspection, your Netflix subscription. Unfortunately, is not factored in. So your APR essentially just bundles the lender's fees so you can tell an apples to apples who has the higher. What happens is usually we all get the rates from the same place. Okay. So if you're getting a much lower rate, that means your closing costs are probably going to be higher within reason. So just be on the lookout for that. And one other caveat, the APR assumes you're going to be in your mortgage for 30 years, but let's keep it real. Who stays in their mortgage for 30 years? I mean, people move, they refinance, they buy a beach house in 5 to 7 years. Sometimes they win the lottery. So it's a good comparison tool in the beginning, but it is not a crystal ball. If you just don't ask what the rate is, check the APR just to see if there's any fluff in there if you're shopping for a mortgage, because it is APR's a much better lie detector than just quoting the an interest rate. So if you're interested in learning more or seeing the comparison in real life, just DM me or put APR in the comments, and I'm happy to help you. Like, share, follow, and subscribe to help me be a.